Hey there! Today I thought I would not review a pen, but I would talk about something, namely pen shows, and how to prepare for a pen show, what to expect. I get a lot of questions about this. Yesterday was the Tilburg pen show, and many people, of course, when they're there, they know what to expect. But I get a lot of questions from people who are about to attend the first pen show. They don't know what to do, what to expect, etc. Well, I can't say I'm a pen show veteran. I've only been to the Tilburg show 4 times and to the Washington DC show once, but the DC show is the biggest show in the world, and the Tilburg pen show may be one of the smaller shows in the world, so at least I've seen both ends of the spectrum. Both shows are very interesting, by the way. Okay, so a couple of thoughts, collected thoughts. First of all, I would say know what to expect. A lot of you who follow my channel are collectors and users of modern fountain pens, modern made pens. If you go to a pen show, expect to find 70 to 90% of vintage pens as opposed to modern pens. It depends a bit on the show. In DC there are quite some vendors of modern pens. Think of Visconti, Montegrappa, Conway Stewart, Monteverde is represented, Edelberg was represented there, Laban was represented there, but even there, many vendors sell vintage pens. So if you don't like that, make sure you check into the show, check it out online, maybe on the Fountain Pen Network, Fountain Pen Geeks, etc. But ask people questions. Ask them what the balance is, because if you are looking for a modern, I don't know, say Visconti Opera Elements, there's a very large probability you will not find it at many pen shows. However, if you're looking for a vintage Waterman 52V, you'll find it at any pen show, because it's a very popular pen. Okay, a little bit more about that. At pen shows, you can literally find pens that range from a few dollars to $30,000 or more. So that too depends on what you want. Make sure you know what to want. That's what you want. So that's the next guideline. Know what to expect, but also know what you want. If you go to a pen show, even a show that is small, you will see hundreds of pens, maybe 1,000 pens. If you go to a pen show like the one in DC, you can easily see tens of thousands of pens. And if you have no idea what you're looking for, that's literally like looking for a needle in a haystack. There's so much stuff out there, so know what you're looking for. And if you don't know precisely what you're looking for, then try to narrow it down to a brand. Parker, you will find. Waterman, vintage Watermans, you'll find. Maybe Todd, you'll find. I think quite often you'll find some vintage Conway Stewarts. So a Pelican, of course. So know roughly what you're looking for. If you're looking for a Pelican 400, then you know that you can probably look for that green, those green stripes. Many vendors that will have green ones may also have a tortoise one, or so that will narrow down what you're looking for and will make it easier for you to actually do something. But also you'll have a purpose. Even if you cannot afford to buy a specific pen, you can say, I want to find a Parker Dual Fold in Mandarin yellow. It's very bright yellow, it'll stand out, but it gives you a purpose to go. Because in my experience, I've done both. I have gone to pen shows thinking I am looking for a vacuumatic, and there are shows where I've thought I don't really know. Like the first time I went to a show, I had no idea what to do, what to expect. Your visit is much less focused, and that actually, for me, detracts of the fun. It's less fun when you don't really know what you're doing there. Know the show, know what you're looking for. Third guideline, bring cash. Think about it. Many sellers or traders that you'll see at a show, some of them will do it professionally, but there are also guys like you and me who just like pens, and they have a couple of pens in their collection they want to get rid of. They'll be there. Do you have the ability to take a credit card? No. For many of these guys, they just sit around, women too by the way, they sit around and they take cash. So if you have $10 in cash, you probably won't get very far, right? They don't often take cards. A fourth tip that I actually got from Richard Binder's site and that I like a lot, bring Ziploc bags. If you're going to buy vintage pens, they may not come with a box or any other type of packaging. Then it might be nice to not have them rattle around in your bag or your pocket. If you put them in individual Ziploc bags, it may not keep them, I mean, clearly you have to be careful, but at least they will not bang around completely unprotectedly. A fourth tip that I enjoyed a lot is one that I actually got yesterday while I was at the show from Cliff Harrington, who is a pen trader from the US. He said, my advice to collectors is buy the best pen that your money can afford. And to give a concrete example, imagine you have $200. What you could do is buy a very expensive pen that's in very poor condition. You can also, for the same amount of money, buy a pen in the medium price range that is in okay quality, or you can buy maybe a lower end pen that is in excellent condition. The thing is, you can repair certain things in a pen. I'm talking about vintage pens again. Yes, you can polish the nib, you can polish the pen body, you can put in a new sack yourself. It's not that difficult. But if a body is cracked, it can be a pen that, let's say something, let's take an extreme one here, a pen that costs $2,700 or $3,000. It can be beautiful, and you may have been looking for that specific pen, but maybe it has a big crack or a hairline fissure in the cap. If it has that, that is very hard to repair. Then you may be better off to save your money up. Maybe one day you will run into that one pen in a much better state. Then you might be better off just buying a less expensive pen, but one that is in pristine condition. Okay, so know your show, know what you're looking for, bring cash, bring Ziploc bags, and buy the best thing that you can afford. The fifth point that I would give you is enjoy it. Don't be shy. Interact with people. You will be at a show full of people who, when you pull out your fountain pen, will not say, oh, I only used that in school. Why do you use such an expensive pen? Don't fountain pens always leak? Aren't they always expensive? No, they will know exactly why you are interested in your pen, because they're all lovers of good pens. If your entire collection is just a Lamy Safari, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Ask people for advice. Yesterday at the pen show, I learned so much from talking to a few traders who know a lot about pens, have a great passion for vintage pens. Most of them are very willing to share their knowledge, even if you don't buy anything from them. But they're passionate about the topic. They want to share that information. Some of them have an encyclopedic knowledge that will astonish you. Talk to them. Talk to others. Not just vendors. Also talk to people walking around. When you have a drink, when you have lunch, etc., feel free to join people. Feel free to interact. Don't be shy. Enjoy it. Use this as an opportunity to learn, especially if you are relatively new to the hobby. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to barter. Many vendors will allow you to haggle a bit. And some of them will say, look, this is the price is a fixed price, I'm not going to go below that. But some of them will actually take other offers. They want to sell something too. The final tip I have in this regard is stick until the end of the show. I got one pen yesterday, $20 off, and the reason for that, I think, was that we were with the right vendor at the right time. All the way at the end of the show, everyone was packing up. They want to make a final sale. There was no haggling. He just offered it at a lower price. So just do that. Stick around till the end. When people are breaking up, when they're putting all the stuff away, that's a good moment to actually go in and see if you can find a deal. Have fun, interact with people, enjoy the day or days, and I think you can have a very good time. And that's all there is to it. So I hope these pen show tips were useful, especially if you're going to visit your first show. It can be a bit daunting. There's going to be a lot of pens, a lot of people, but have fun. That's the most important tip of all. Don't hold back. Enjoy yourself. And the final tip, set a budget. It's a very slippery slope, and it's very easy to spend a lot of money at a pen show. That's a good thing about bringing cash. Bring it and stick to it. I hope this was useful, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye.